Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to continue talking about planting a lavender. So we've already mixed the soil. If you've watched the other YouTube video, I show you the soil mixture that I use. Right now, I'm going to show you how I actually pot them and the steps I do and kind of what I do to pot them. So first, I would like to point out when you're planting a lavender plant, like I talked about in the soil video, it likes to stay slightly dry and fast draining soil, which is so because of that, I would recommend planting in a terracotta pot. It's better than the nursery pots or something that's really sealed, because it needs a lot of airflow and it needs to be able to dry out relatively quickly in between watering. So number one, recommend a terracotta plant or a terracotta pot, and then also using the soil mixture that we made in the other YouTube video. So once you have your terracotta pot, your soil mixture, I've already prepped this pot a little bit just for time's sake, but what you'll want to do is at the bottom of the pot, down here, I recommend, if you can find some rocks or broken pottery shards, put enough rocks at the bottom to fill about here. It'll help with drainage. So find some rocks, wash them off, or some pottery shards, and you can put them down there. They work great. After you've done that, fill the pot up regular amount of soil. You want the lavender, the base of it needs to be a little bit higher than the actual edge of the soil. So it needs to be sitting up just a little bit. It can't be below the soil levels, because it's not good for I think it's called the crown of the plant. So you want to keep that free. And we're going to be mulching this. So lavender, even though it does like to be dry, adding some mulch to it will help it dry out evenly. If there's no mulch on top, it'll dry out at the top and the bottom will still be wet. But when you mulch it, it keeps everything consistent when it dries out. So put your soil in like this. Make sure that the base of the lavender plant is, see how it's sitting up just a little bit? It's not a lot, but it's slightly higher than the soil levels. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have about 2 inches on the side of the pot for mulch. So this is enough space for us to mulch the plant. And what I like to use are these small cedar chips, so the small nuggets. You just take them and you mulch all the way around. And this is really going to help the plant grow really good and strong, and you're not going to run into it drying out, or you're not going to get those brown tips from where it inconsistently dries out. Alright, so you mulch about 2 inches worth of mulch, and I usually will pack it down a little bit. But what you do want to do is you want to make sure that the mulch, you still have a space around it. See how there's a mulch around the ring, but there's still a space in between the lavender and the mulch. You don't want the mulch to be right up on this lavender plant because it's not great for it. So you've added the rocks at the bottom, or pottery shards or something to help drainage. You've used the soil mixture that we made in the other YouTube video. You've filled it up. You've left 2 inches of space for the pot, and you've added 2 inches of small nugget mulch. And you've added that, and then you've left a space around the lavender plant. And then after that, the plant is ready to go and be watered. I'm actually going to make another video about how to water it. So if you want to click over to one of the other YouTube videos, you can see how to water and fertilize your lavender plant. But just after this, put it in some sun and watch it grow.